what's up y'all, it's Golf6 here. Welcome back to another video. This is video 4 in the Detroit Hot Lapping series. This video is an open wheeler special and we started off with the Skip Arbor. This Skip Arbor should be the slowest thing here tonight and it brakes like a pig. It does not have good brakes, so you have to keep it nice and clean through this sector. Not a lot of downforce here to help you in this formula car. It's a beginner training car essentially, so it's very hard to get correct. Punishes you if you don't do anything correct. Brake pretty early, get it turned in. You just use a little bit of that curve. Now swing wide. Stay out of that wall. Cross back, get on the power right at the apex, slide it out, and this is going to be excruciating pain through this back straight here. It's not that this back straight is long, this car is slow. So, brake right about 300, lock up your rear tire, slide out to whatever kind of advertising that is on the right hand. Do a slight lift off, and then bigger lift off, fight oversteer, and then on the power down, coming through here, just clip that curb ever so slightly. Same thing on the other side, and then we are going to bomb it away down the straight. 160 kilometers an hour through this little kink in the front stretch here, going across the line for 170 kilometers an hour, doing a 153.204. This thing's not exactly quick, and it's not exactly fun, so we'll move on. The second car here tonight is the Tatus F801. This is a Kunas car. This thing is now pretty fun, unlike that Skip Arbor. It challenges you just as much. It's a little bit quicker and a little bit more downforce. I think it's going to do good around here, so let's see how it does. A little bit quicker here, going about 200 kilometers an hour down into turn 1. Don't have to slow down as much. There's enough downforce here where you can nearly keep that flat through the first two S's. Now on the back stretch here, or down out of turn 2, doing about 120 miles an hour. Hardens the brakes. Use all the curving because it's not going to punish you too much now. Drop it down a gear. Slide it through these slalom things. Lightly touch the wall with your back tire, but that's okay. And now fly up through the gears here. This is going to be very much quicker than the Skip Arbor. Onto the brakes here. Through the slalom. Hit that apex, even though I missed it. Hit that apex. Slide out on the brakes. Try and round off this final corner. Power down. Bang up the gears. 5th gear. Brake right at the tire marks. Slide in, slide out to the DHL, slide out to the Moto. And then power up, bang through the gears once more for another time. Come across the line at 200 kph, it's a 131.84 or 824. And one day I hope to see this thing rattle around this track in real life. This is the Formula E Gen 2 by VRC. This thing's all electric, so there's no engine noise, but this thing will be pretty fun to bomb around here. Only 2 gears available to us here. Now this thing's gonna be pretty heavy through some of the fast corners, and there's not a lot of downforce in that thing as it tried to slide out around through me. It's going a little bit quicker than the Formula or F801. Down onto the brakes. Can use all the curbs. This thing does not mind you if you hit a couple curbs. As there's only 2 gears, you pretty much stay in first gear for a good chunk of this lap unless if you're on one of the long straights. Lock up the front tire so you miss the apex now onto the long back straight here. About 220 down into the braking zone. Lock up the front tires more. Miss the apex, but slide it around through here. Ooh, fight some counter steer here now. Use that curb, power out. Stay in first gear through here even though you're probably tempted to upshift. Hit that curb, slide out. Hit that curb again. Fight some oversteer. Hit the wall, but you are okay. And let's finish out this lap coming across the line. We do a 133.871, so. And here we go, taking Jackie X's 1967 Ferrari F1 around a street circuit. This is going to be extremely fun, extremely slidey. And there's probably going to be some crashes here. Come across the start-finish line here, and then literally start braking there. Hit that apex, but barely. Treat this car with so much respect out of these corners, or else it will step out and try and kill you, even if you do treat it with respect. It's going to take 1.5 miles to brake. Entering this 90-degree right at about 230 Ks. Slow it down to 60 Ks, slide it out on the power. Brake. Slide it out around. Do not upshift to third gear or else you're dead. Do not hit either of those walls or curbs. Then that's actually one point where you do slide it out. Power through. This thing is going to take 1 mile to stop down here. We're doing another 230s. Take a late apex there, slide it towards that wall. Do not want to get really super close to that wall in case this car decides to step out on you. Slide it around there, that's actually pretty fun. On the brakes, slide it out again. Power up. Hit third gear, but brake right about at 300. Downshift, slide out to DHL. Hit that wall, power down for the final time here. Bang up the gear. You have to live through that little kink, slide it around. That's a 136.434. That's pretty fun. And the final car I'm featuring tonight is the Super Formula Formula car from Japan. This is specifically the RSS Formula Supreme. So let's get on. This thing's pretty fun. As we come across the line here, brake at about that 300 marker board. Keep it nice and tight. That's going to be a later apex than you think. Now, if you have enough guts, you could keep it power out more than I did there. Brake right about at 300. Lock up a tire, do the turn at 60 miles an hour. Get in the power a little bit too early. In this car, you actually do want to gain as much gearing as you can, so if you think you're on the edge, shift it anyways, and then downshift. It's pretty counterintuitive to most club motorsport style driving that I'm used to, but it works in this Formula car. Doing about 260, 270 down into the braking zone here. That's actually a pretty quick corner, slide it out there. Second gear provides a lot of torque here, so if you don't have to use it, don't. But there are some corners you pretty much just must. Nice on the power there, or else you'll kill me. Brake right before the tires. Slide it through. Now power out. Keep it flat to this final kink here, and we come across the line for 216.808. This car is pretty quick. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch as I'm streaming a bunch of races there. And thank you guys so much for supporting this Detroit hot lapping series. I deeply enjoyed doing these, taking 5 cars around there. and seeing what I can do on my first valid lap. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye. Oh, don't hit that. Oh, you hit that. Ooh, hard on the brakes. Shit. More braking, slide it out around. Oh, and then he breaks the suspension. Getting there. Oh, and then it... That was gonna be a good lap also.